strange sightings over Fresno the past few days. One is a confirmed unidentified flying object caught on camera.
Strange lights appearing in New Jersey. UFO sightings over NYC and Alien. Remains found in Mexico City.
Alright, the light is off. I don't know what the this is. I don't know what the hell is going on.
The land of the US is literally buzzing with mysteries. It feels like something big is happening.
Look at this thing. Tell me that's not freaking obvious.
Are they watching us? Or are we just better at spotting them? Either way, the UFO hype is real. So, let's dive in.
Hey, what's up? Hey! Yeah.
A leaked video sent chills down everyone's spine. A UFO was seen too close to Earth. This wasn't just hovering. The footage captured a massive craft descending over Venezuela.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like a landing. It looked like an invasion. The video cuts off just as things get intense, leaving me with one chilling thought. Did aliens just attack Venezuela? Speculations exploded. Were they planning to make it their new home? But now, silence. No updates, no answers. Some say it's a government cover-up. Whatever happened, the truth feels dangerously out of reach. Invasion in China. Some friends in China were out on a daytime drive when they spotted something crazy, a UFO in the sky. They couldn't believe it.
Hey, what's up? Hey!
Things got even wilder when the craft landed and aliens stepped out. One alien looked around like it was checking for witnesses. They even managed to film it. But then, the alien noticed them. That was it. They ran for their lives. The video suddenly cuts off, and nobody knows what happened after that. Did they make it? Or is this another mystery? Insane UFO. UFO sightings are popping up everywhere, and things are getting weirder by the day. In another jaw-dropping moment, a UFO was caught on camera taking off from a remote, hilly area. The footage? Absolutely insane. The guy filming had to be sneaky, capturing it from a hidden spot. The craft's takeoff was surreal, like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. But this is real. It's clear they're not trying too hard to hide anymore. What are they up to? The more we see, the less we seem to know. Maryland encounter. The skies over Maryland turned into a spectacle that nobody could ignore. 3 UFOs hovering boldly in the night sky. These weren't quick blinks or faint lights. They stayed there, almost as if showing off. People watching couldn't believe their eyes. It felt like they wanted to be noticed, making their presence very evident. Whatever these crafts were, they weren't hiding anymore. The question is, why Maryland and why now? It's like they're sending a message we're not ready to hear. Boomerang Mystery. Imagine you're out surfing, enjoying the California sun, and boom! There it is, a boomerang-shaped UFO just casually zooming above your head like it owns the sky. This is exactly what happened near Catalina Island. And before you ask, yes, Catalina Island is basically the Area 51 of the ocean. From UFOs to USOs. Yes, underwater UFOs are a thing. This place has seen it all. Could it be aliens? Maybe. Some secret government tech? Plausible. Or just some very confused boomerang enthusiast? Honestly, who knows? Whatever it is, it's kinda sus. Like, why are these things always hovering over water? So drop your wildest theory in the comments below. I need answers, people. UFO Shaped Cloud.
Look at this thing. Tell me that's not freaking obvious.
So, this guy's chilling in a parking lot when he looks up and spots something weird in the sky. A saucer-shaped cloud. But the shocking part is that it's red. Yeah, red. Not your average fluffy white cloud. He starts wondering if it's a UFO trying to blend in as a cloud.
In the middle of the parking lot.
Yeah, I don't care where I'm at. That thing is...
But failing miserably. I mean, who picks red for camouflage? It's like wearing a neon sign that says, "Hey, look at me." So, was it a real UFO or a weird weather thing? Either way, it's definitely not something you see. Russian mystery. Now, Russia is also part of the UFO mystery. A guy was out in the hills when he spotted something that made his jaw drop, a UFO getting ready to land. He pulled out his camera and captured it all. The craft hovered, then slowly descended, not in a rush, but almost like it was checking out the area. It wasn't some blurry light, it was real, and it was close. He filmed as much as he could before the UFO touched down, leaving everyone to wonder what it was doing there. Emerging from ocean. A group of fishermen were out on the water, just like any other day, when they saw something that made their jaws drop. From the depths of the ocean, a UFO emerged, hovering above the waves. It wasn't a plane, it wasn't a bird, it was something else entirely. These men had spent their lives on the sea, but never had they witnessed anything like this. They couldn't believe their eyes. The ocean, once thought to be just home to fish and whales, seemed to have become a secret base for UFOs and aliens. What was happening? Alien Watch. It was a regular evening in the city, and this guy was just taking his usual stroll in the park. Nothing out of the ordinary until he looked up. His eyes went wide. A huge UFO was floating in the sky, its bottom glowing with strange lights. Initially, he thought it was some kind of joke or a trick, but no, this was real. He'd always been the type to roll his eyes at UFO stories, but seeing this, his whole world just turned upside down. He couldn't deny it anymore. Aliens were real, and they were watching us. Glimpse of unknown. It was a quiet evening over the hills, and the sky was glowing with the colors of sunset. Out of nowhere, a strange object appeared, hovering just above the ridge. It wasn't a plane, and it definitely wasn't a star. It was something else. A hiker standing nearby froze, staring at the UFO as it floated silently, its surface shimmering in the fading light. Lights blinked underneath, making the whole scene feel unreal. Gathering his nerves, the hiker snapped a photo, capturing what he couldn't believe he was seeing. Over those hills, something shocking had just changed everything. Puerto Rico crash. A beachgoer in Puerto Rico had no idea their day would turn into something straight out of a sci-fi movie. While watching the waves, they spotted something flying fast across the sky. Suddenly, it crashed straight into the ocean, creating a massive splash that left everyone stunned. It wasn't just a quick blur, it was a clear view of a UFO going down. Shocked but quick thinking, they grabbed their phone and captured the whole thing on video. This wasn't imagination or a trick of the eye. It was real, and it left everyone there questioning what they had just witnessed. Unstoppable UFO. In the middle of a quiet desert, a big tank spotted something that didn't belong. A spaceship hovering in the air. The tank crew didn't hesitate. They fired round after round, hoping to bring it down. But the spaceship? It was way too quick. It dodged every shot, not a single one hitting. It was like the thing knew exactly what was coming and easily avoided it. The tank couldn't do a thing, and that's when they realized they were up against something beyond their control. Vivid UFO. A pilot caught something incredible on camera, a UFO streaking right past his plane. And trust me, this might just be the clearest UFO footage ever recorded. The bright silver disc glided smoothly through the sky, almost as if it didn't care it was being watched. Maybe it didn't even realize it could be seen. At first, it looked like it was heading for the mountains, but then, out of nowhere, it changed course and zipped right under the plane. It felt like it was playing a game, almost teasing the pilot. Looks like UFOs are getting smarter these days. Egypt UFO. What if a UFO shaped like a pyramid landed right near Egypt's ancient pyramids? Sounds insane, but it happened, and there's video proof. A tour guide was in the desert when he noticed something strange in the sky. He grabbed his camera and hit record. A pyramid-shaped object silently came down, stirring up clouds of sand and smoke. For a moment, its shape was clear before the dust swallowed it. Why would something like this show up there? Was it just luck or something much bigger? You won't believe what happened next. Plane sighting. If a plane hadn't been passing by at that exact moment, this UFO might have gone unnoticed. Thankfully, a quick-thinking passenger captured it all. But what was it? It clearly wasn't a blimp or a balloon, and its shape was way too strange to dismiss. It looked almost like the stereotypical UFO we've all imagined, but seeing it in real life felt completely different. Maybe this is the proof we've been waiting for, a sign that we're not as alone in this universe as we once thought. What do you think? UFOs over Montreal.
What the f? That is not a goddamn airplane.
A woman in Montreal got the shock of her life when she spotted glowing UFOs flying in a perfect line outside her skyscraper window. She recorded the whole thing, and you can hear her freaking out.
Alright, the light is off. I don't know what the f this is. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Rightfully so. The UFOs weren't near an airport, so they definitely weren't planes. They flew so close to the buildings, it's no wonder she was scared. Then just like that, they vanished behind another skyscraper, leaving her in total disbelief. Imagine chilling at home, looking out your window and seeing UFOs. Would you freak out like her? Tell me in the comments below. UFOs joins airshow. At a 2020 airshow in the US, 2 UFOs decided to join the party. No one knows if they were alien visitors or just some top-secret human tech, but they definitely stole the show. The good news? They weren't aggressive, just flying around like they owned the sky. No bad vibes, just a lot of confused pilots and audience. So, was it a sneak peek at alien life or a secret government project? Either way, it made the air show way more exciting than anyone expected. Traffic stops for UFO. So, here we go again. Another UFO sighting, another traffic jam. This time, somewhere in an unknown place, cars are at a standstill and people are out with their phones, doing what we all do best, recording and freaking out. And what's stealing the spotlight? A triangular UFO with a glowing blue light shining from its bottom. Fancy, right? At this point, UFO sightings are almost normal. But yeah, let's act surprised anyway. Could it be an alien invasion? Whether it's aliens, secret tech, or just a really fancy drone, one thing's for sure. It's never a boring day when UFOs show up. UFO hovering above. On December 31st, 2024, things got wild in Mexico when a UFO was spotted flying at full speed. But here's the twist. It was being chased by a fighter jet. A forest explorer caught the whole thing on video, and it's got everyone talking. The strange frequency 106.7 also popped up again in the city. Coincidence? Maybe, but with UFOs and fighter jets in the mix, it's hard not to wonder, are aliens finally getting caught? Or is this just another weird day in 2024? UFO in the hills. Alright, this one's a vibe. A guy chilling at a hill station, probably sipping tea on his hotel balcony, decides to test out his super cool zoom camera. And guess what? Not all UFO footage has to look like a blurry potato.
Pessoal, tô em Atibaia e na hora que eu vi isso eu peguei o celular na mão pra...
He actually captures a clear shot of a saucer-shaped UFO casually flying over a mountain in the distance. The UFO looks like it's out for a scenic cruise. Mountains, fresh air, maybe planning its next alien picnic? Honestly, if I had a flying saucer, I'd pick a hill station too. Nighttime mystery in DC. So, November 26, 2024, Washington, D.C. nighttime. A guy's on his rooftop just minding his own business when suddenly these glowing lights pop up in the sky. Not just one, but a whole cluster of them, hovering over the city like they own the place. And they're not your average plane or drone lights. They're super bright, almost like they're showing off. The guy's probably thinking, did he just stumble into an alien light show? And honestly, I don't blame him. I mean, if you saw glowing orbs chilling over the Capitol, wouldn't you be a little suspicious too? So, what's your take? Drones? Secret military tech? Or something not from around here? Drop your thoughts below, because this one's got me curious. NYC Glowing Orb. On the evening of November 28, 2024, a couple in New York City experienced something truly out of the ordinary. While relaxing in their backyard, they noticed a strange glowing orb hovering silently in the night sky. The object was unlike anything they'd ever seen. Its light was intense, almost otherworldly, and it seemed to pulse with an eerie glow. The couple quickly began recording, capturing the orb as it hovered motionless for several minutes before suddenly vanishing. This footage has left both experts and the public baffled. While some speculate it could be a drone or experimental aircraft, others believe it might be something far more mysterious. Diamond UFO sighting. In another shocking video, 2 UFOs decided to make a pit stop in Mexico, and guess what? They landed right in front of some surveillance cameras. One small, like a glowing light bulb, and the others big, shaped like a diamond. The big ones throwing off so much light, it's like someone turned on a stadium floodlight in the middle of nowhere. Some people are saying maybe those are just some fancy ground lights. But how? You can see these lights are moving. And last I checked, regular lights don't just float around or leave glowing spots behind, right? So what's the deal? Aliens? Secret tech? You decide? UFOs in Texas. It's 3 a.m. on February 10th, 2024, and a Texas farm owner wakes up to a crazy bright light outside his hut. He peeks out and sees 2 UFOs flying around like they're looking for a parking spot. But when he shines his light at them, they get spooked and fly off a bit, landing, or maybe vanishing behind some trees. Now, what were these aliens doing at 3 a.m.? Late night snack run? Checking out the cows? Who knows? The guy then stopped recording because, well, he's got work in the morning. Can't blame him. Aliens or not, the farm doesn't run itself. So, what do you think they were up to? Drop your guesses below. Salerno lights up. On March 14th, 2023, 2 people in Avellino, Italy, spotted something wild in the sky. 4 UFOs. They grabbed their cameras and caught the whole thing on video. The footage is pretty cool. At one point, the UFOs light up like they're putting on a show. The video was sent to UFO experts, who said it's not a plane, drone, or anything normal. It's still a mystery. The clip went viral, and millions of people are wondering what these lights really were. One thing's for sure, this isn't your average night in Italy. Whether it's aliens or something else, it's definitely a sight you wouldn't forget. Sky-high mystery. In July 2016, a Russian military pilot had a wild experience while flying over Kursk. At 60,000 feet, he spotted 2 UFOs cruising alongside his plane. Lucky for us, the onboard camera caught the whole thing. If you look closely, you can see one UFO near the plane's wing and another further back. This isn't the first time Russian pilots have seen UFOs. There have been over 40 reports. Some were explained as missile tests or drills, but plenty remain unexplained. So, what's flying around up there? Secret tech? Alien visitors? Either way, it's not your average day in the cockpit. UFOs in Wisconsin. Over in Green Bay, Wisconsin, someone snapped photos of a saucer-shaped UFO with multiple lights underneath it. The first shot shows the craft against a cloudy sky, and the second gives a closer look, with the UFO partly hidden behind tree branches. Experts say the photos don't look edited because of the consistent blur and the tricky way the UFO is tucked behind the trees. It's not easy to fake something like that. Imagine mowing your lawn, looking up and seeing a UFO. Will you keep mowing, or just call it a day and grab a beer every day? Hawaiian alien alert. In November 2020, something wild happened. A guy traveling to Yellowstone got a mysterious message from an AI in Hawaii and Guam about alien UFOs. The video he received showed a fleet of red glowing UFOs hiding in the clouds. But let's be real, red lights aren't exactly stealthy. Reports of these UFOs popped up all over the world: Scotland, Russia, Australia, even North Korea. Governments like the US, Russia, and China were on high alert, and the Pentagon even launched a rocket to the moon. Was it an alien invasion or a global UFO party? Either way, it's clear we're not alone. UFOs over city. Late at night, this guy captured something wild. 4 glowing UFOs in the sky, sending smaller UFOs down into the city. The city lights were bright, but these UFOs, even brighter. What were they doing? Dropping off tiny UFOs like some kind of alien delivery service? Was it an invasion, a takeover, or just a really weird night out? No one knows for sure, but one thing's clear. It's not every day you see UFOs buzzing around like they're on a mission. Alien HQ spotted. During a morning hike in California, a group of hikers spotted something huge, a massive UFO just suspended in the air. Super close to the ground. It wasn't moving, just sitting there like it was in charge. People think it might be an alien command center, maybe even controlling all the other UFOs we've seen lately. Well, if that's true, it's both cool and kinda scary. Could this mean an alien invasion is coming? Or are they just checking us out? Either way, it's not your average hike. Ring of lights. People in Milan were left scratching their heads when a glowing ring of lights appeared in the sky. Some thought it was aliens, others guessed Elon Musk's satellites, and a few even joked about Batman showing up. Turns out it wasn't UFOs or superheroes. It was a massive Christmas light show. The Il Parco di Natale festival used powerful lasers to create this stunning display, making the sky look like something out of a sci-fi movie. So, no aliens, just some festive fun. But yeah, it definitely made the holidays a little more magical. UFOs over fields. This guy at the beach got the surprise of his life right after sunset, when he spotted a fleet of glowing UFOs hovering in the sky. They weren't planes, drones, or anything he could explain. Witnesses were left scratching their heads, wondering if it was aliens or just a really weird light show. The UFOs hung around for a bit, glowing brightly, before disappearing into the night. Imagine chilling at the beach, watching the sunset, and then, bam, UFOs. Certainly not a normal beach stroll. Aliens love Italy. Alright, this one's a double feature, guys. First, I have an alien craft casually cruising through the skies of Italy. Because of course, aliens would choose Italy. Who wouldn't? Great food, amazing sights, and now, UFOs. But wait, there's more. Just 20 seconds into the video, we switch to a NASA archive photo showing a dome-shaped craft chilling on the moon. Yep, parked like it's got a lunar parking permit or something. I mean, is this a UFO vacation? First Italy, then a pit stop on the moon? These extraterrestrials have better travel plans than most of us. What's your take on this? Let's hear your wild ideas below. Classic UFO sighting. So, this guy with his trusty phone camera, complete with that good enough zoom quality, manages to capture not 1, not 2, but 3 UFOs zipping across the night sky. And yes, they're the classic saucer-shaped ones, like straight out of a sci-fi movie. The way these things move, though, smooth, fast, and totally showing off, makes you wonder, are they trying to flex on us? Or maybe they're late for an alien meeting. Either way, it's wild to see the textbook UFOs just doing their thing. What do you think? Real deal or some next-level prank? Let's hear it in the comments. Green Portal Mystery. Okay, this CCTV footage is straight out of a sci-fi movie. A glowing green portal. Yup, bright enough to light up the whole spot. Suddenly appears just above the ground. And then, boom, out drops a cloaked sphere. What was it? Honestly, I have no clue. Alien tech? Some wild government experiment? Or maybe just an over-the-top delivery system? But seriously, what even is this? Drop your wildest theories in the comments. I need help figuring this one out. UFOs Fleet. A couple in the UK caught something bizarre on camera in 2024.
Oh my god.
My goodness.
What is this?
A massive UFO glowing in the sky. The video quickly became an internet sensation, labeled the best UFO video of 2024. From a distance, these mysterious lights appeared otherworldly.
Maybe they're doing the same thing there, you know?
Unlike anything ordinary. Skeptics rush to dismiss them as military flares. But come on, flares don't behave like this. Watching the footage, you can't help but feel the truth staring right at you. This isn't just a coincidence. This feels like an undeniable glimpse into something we aren't supposed to see. We'll never get answers to. UFO Closeup. A tourist on his way saw something unbelievable. A UFO coming in for a landing. With his heart racing, he managed to capture the closest footage anyone's ever seen of a UFO landing. The craft touched down right before his eyes, but things quickly took a terrifying turn. As soon as it landed, the tourist realized what was happening. Fearing the worst, he ran, running for his life before the aliens could make their move. The footage ended there, leaving behind nothing but the chilling memory of what could have been. UFO Crash. On November 30th, 2020, a UFO crashed in a mysterious area. The weird part? No one could figure out where it happened. Even after all the searches, the crash site was never found. It was as if the UFO just vanished, leaving no trace behind. Authorities were left baffled, unable to explain how something so big could disappear without a clue. To this day, no one knows the exact location where it went down, and the whole event remains shrouded in mystery. Something big happened, but the truth still hasn't come to light. California Encounter. On April 4th, 2019, something strange crossed the sky over California. It wasn't just a plane or a shooting star. It was something much more unsettling. An amateur, just out filming the sky, managed to capture the entire thing on video.
It looks like, I don't know.
The object moved in ways that didn't make sense, unlike anything we've seen before. Watching it, you can't help but feel something's off. I don't know about you.
Creepy as hell, though.
But it gives me chills just thinking about it. It's one of those moments that makes you wonder, what really is out there? Milan UFO. On July 6th, 2014, the skies over Milan lit up with something truly extraordinary. Bright, mysterious objects appeared, leaving the residents stunned. At first, they looked like tiny stars, flickering in the night. But then, things got even stranger. These glowing shapes began shifting, transforming midair. What started as floating spheres soon morphed into forms that resembled angels, their glowing outlines mesmerizing to watch. Throughout the video captured that night, the objects kept changing, as if they were alive. For those who witnessed it, this was no ordinary night. It was something they'd never forget. Cigar UFO. A passenger on a flight noticed something unusual when a glint in the sky caught their eye. They quickly started recording, and there it was, a giant, cigar-shaped UFO. But here's where it gets even crazier. The object wasn't just flying. It shifted position so fast, it almost looked like it was teleporting. And as it moved closer, it appeared transparent, blending into the sky. This wasn't anything ordinary, not even something our government could replicate. Just as they tried to focus, the UFO vanished from sight, leaving nothing to investigate but a video that raises more questions than answers. Caught red-handed. Take a look at this nearly perfect UFO caught in the act, trying to escape without realizing it was being recorded by several people below. Many say it's just one of countless UFO sightings reported across the US this year, but others think it might be a hologram. Still, let's be real. The way it zips out of sight so smoothly, there's no way a hologram could hold up like that or stay this clear from such a distance. Whatever it is, it's no ordinary sight, and it leaves us with more questions than answers. Pilot Fright. A pilot was just minding his business, flying high in the sky, when something caught his eye. He thought it was a trick of the light, but no, there it was, a bright object gliding past his plane. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. The UFO shot alongside him, almost teasing him, before it shot straight up, disappearing into the clouds. Now we've seen our share of UFO claims, but this one, it's different. No tricks, no explanations, just a real, clear glimpse of something that shouldn't be there. And that's the kind of thing that keeps you up at night. Desert Glow. Up in a quiet mountain area, a guy was out exploring when something strange caught his eye. Out of nowhere, he saw a bright light floating in the dark. It wasn't a plane, a star, or anything normal. Just this shiny ball moving slowly through the night sky. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. Then, in the blink of an eye, it disappeared. Just like that. No explanation, no trace. Was it real, or was his mind playing tricks on him? Either way, he knew he'd seen something that didn't belong out there. And now let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. In 1969, a video from the KGB archives surfaced showing a special operation in the Sverdlovsk region, USSR, following a UFO crash. Soldiers were sent to the site to investigate, but what they found left them stunned. The wreckage was there, but there was no sign of alien life. No bodies, no evidence of extraterrestrials, just an empty, destroyed craft. The soldiers were left unnerved, unsure of what had happened. The eerie quiet of the crash site only made things more unsettling. The lack of any alien presence raised even more questions. But one thing was clear. Something strange had occurred. Something far beyond their understanding. See you next time